My name is Zoe Peterson, and I am a senior pursuing a degree in French and journalism. When I was 16, I started working at Radio K, where I found my place at the University of Minnesota and my passion for radio. Since then, I've had 2 internships with Minnesota Public Radio doing production work for both Carrie Miller and Tom Weber. With the guidance of my professors and the School of Journalism's practicum course, I'm making the transition to print journalism at the Star Tribune. Working at the Star Tribune, I've covered all kinds of stories, from a murder sentencing in Buffalo to free Valentine's Day weddings in Minneapolis. Thanks to my mentor in the French department, I received the American Society of the French Academic Palms Scholarship to study in Paris. And after receiving an undergraduate research opportunities program scholarship, I conducted research in the wake of the January Paris attacks, looking at how the French and American media used the law to inform difficult editorial decisions. This project became the inspiration for my Summa thesis. CLA has given me a chance to explore both my academic and professional interests. So now, as my graduation approaches, I have so many options to choose from and paths to consider.
I'm Teddy Chappell, and I'm majoring in history and English. I'm specifically interested in how ideas, literature, and media interacted in Renaissance and Baroque Europe. During my time at the U, I've had a chance to explore these interests and get involved with some of the great organizations on campus. I've worked in the special collections at the James Ford Bell Library, and I'm currently serving as president of the History Club. I've also been involved with the Consortium for the Study of the Pre-Modern World. This past summer, thanks to a scholarship I received from the History Department, I had a chance to get more hands-on with my studies. I spent time in Italy researching Antonio Nardi, a Tuscan mathematician who is widely respected in his own time, but has been almost entirely neglected by the history of science today. What I find particularly interesting about Nardi's work is how it jumps from mathematical and scientific topics to theological, political, and even literary concerns. My liberal arts training has prepared me to work with all this material, and even more importantly, look beyond disciplinary boundaries and think about how all these elements actually fit together. Before I came to CLA, I would have never imagined that I would be conducting research abroad while I was still in undergrad, or have as many opportunities to explore my passion for history. I recently received the Beinecke Scholarship, which supports graduate study in the arts, humanities, and social sciences. After I graduate, I plan to pursue a doctorate in history and a career in academia.
I'm Talia Anderson, and I'm a senior pursuing a dual degree in geography and Spanish studies. Specifically, I'm interested in Latin America and environmental history. During my freshman year, I studied immigration in Guatemala, and then 2 years later, I returned to participate in a National Science Foundation Field Week. There I was able to take tree core samples and learn the basics of dendrochronology, which is the study of tree ring patterns. I'm in the process of writing my geography honors thesis, which is using tree ring data from Guatemala. I hope it can be used to extend their current climate record and then also provide insight as to what might be at stake in the future. CLA has allowed me to combine my interests in both the sciences and the humanities. In the future, I plan to pursue a PhD in geography while continuing to use my Spanish language skills to collaborate with other researchers in Latin America. I've also found that I truly enjoy being in the classroom and hope to someday share my passion for learning through teaching.